Here's a great instance of what dogs will do naturally, and something that takes up a lot of their energy. Now, I talk about how you don't need to take the dog for a walk because it's not what they would do if we weren't around. Here is what they would do if we weren't around. Play is completely normal every day, and they learn a lot of things while they do it. Now, if you watch here, you've got one dog on its back. Now, that dog is in a more submissive mode than the other. It's a very clear signal. But if things get too rough, then things could change. The size difference doesn't matter. The age difference doesn't matter either. You know, forget the breed of dog, forget the size of dog. It's the personality that counts. Now, what you've got here is you've got the collie rolling on the floor, just having a bit of a rub. Must have found something which was a smell, which it thought was, you know, something of that environment. People ask me, why do dogs roll on the floor, roll in stuff that often stinks? Well, that's because it smells like the environment. And if you're by nature a predator and you've got a sense of smell, which is very important, then you want to smell camouflage. You want to be able to sneak up on the prey. Now, the other thing about this play is, you know, there's a lot of mouth open, there's a lot of, some people would say biting, but there's no pain involved. This is all just play. In fact, recently I was over in Queensland, in Australia, and somebody who I trained to be a dog listener had a client who was convinced that her dogs were fighting, just like you're seeing right now. And she went to a training class, and these people told her, yes, they're fighting, it's aggression, and you're going to have to get rid of one of the dogs. Now, she was distraught because she loved them both. And so when I went over, because the person I trained asked me to go over to give some advice, when I saw what the pups were doing, I said, this is play, it's perfectly fine. If you feel it's getting a little bit out of hand, you can always intervene by, you know, calling them, or running away like that lady in pink. You can always just call them to you, and that way is a way of calming it down. The thing that you'll notice with dogs when they play as well is they will have this time of play, and then they will just stop, as if nothing had happened, because for them it's just a way of, it's not so much even letting off steam. It's learning things, you know, but it's fun. When they do it, it's fun. It uses a lot more energy as well. If you don't want to take your dog for a walk, but you do want to do something positive and fun, then play with your dog. I'm not suggesting you do what you're seeing right in front of you. What I'm suggesting is, for example, get a ball and throw it in the garden or even in the house. Make sure if you do that, that it's on your terms, that you've got the ball, not the dog. If the dog brings you the ball and you didn't ask, no, that's not the way it works. You decide when the playtime starts, you decide what the rules are, and you decide when it ends. If the dog no longer plays along with your rules, for example, if the game is you throw the ball, the dog brings the ball back to you, if the dog does not bring the ball back to you, then playtime is over. Because you don't want the dog to think that it can get one up on you. You're the one that dictates the game. But as you can see, these two are having a whale of a time, and it's not aggressive, even though some people will think it is. The lady in Queensland, when I told her that she could keep both her dogs, that they were just playing, and that she could be in control of the situation, she was overjoyed, because she was given some duff advice. I mean, this is not nasty. You know, it's nasty. There's a big difference between a dog doing what it's doing here, mouthing and playing, and a dog actually biting you. There is a huge difference. But what people see is they see the dog's mouth open, going for another dog, and they think it's vicious. It's not. Look, there's that little stop. There you go. Like nothing's happened. Something else. Oh, what? What were we doing? Oh, it doesn't matter anymore. And they might start again. Even walk off. There you go. Because... And it's great to watch. I love to watch my own two dogs play. And I'll tell you what I've seen recently. A friend of mine is currently, she's spending a year working at Amichien Wolf over in Colorado in the United States. And she's got photographs of her old dogs, because she's got a couple of dogs who are senior in years, playing in this way with wolf pups. Now, dog and wolf both understand each other because they both share a common language, because the dog came from the wolf. And they're playing just like this. I'll ask her for permission to perhaps put some photos on the website so you can see that if you replace the Border Collie with a wolf, you'll see exactly the same communication, exactly the same games. I mean, there's jumping up. You saw jumping up. Now, jumping up, of course, is height domination. Can I get bigger than you? The Border Collie is younger. So as a pup, you know, lots of vibrancy, lots of you know, energy, and lots of fun. And if Maisie does not want to play anymore, she'll just stop, you know. But obviously they're both enjoying it. And just a bit of a chase off there. What that was is, you've gone a bit too far, I'm just going to put you in your place. But there's no aggression. This is fun. They might even chase each other around the caravan in a minute, I don't know. But I've seen wolves chase each other around a boulder. So there really is no difference. What you're seeing here is natural. It's a great way of letting off steam and getting that exercise that they would do if we weren't around. Play is fantastic. That's a good clip to watch.